Hello, everybody. Welcome to another scene for Sept of the Howling Winds, a werewolf the apocalypse venue set in San Diego, California. In this scene, we have a cub has chosen to undergo a rite of passage into the Fianna tribe, uh, which has the Fianna of the Sept very happy about that. Um, and so yeah, so for the beginning of this rite, he will be meeting with Saoirse. So Saoirse will look at Emery.
He's just got a smile. He's excited.
All right, so add a character. I gotta make a roll real quick. Should have already had this up, but whatever.
Shameful.
I know. I am the most unprepared ST. Not really, but
No,
whatever.
I've met some pretty unprepared STs.
Look, I find it best to prepare minimally and just kind of go with the flow. Um, honestly,
Prepare
I
for
when
prepare
I
for
write stuff out and like really plan, I have to throw out half of it anyway and just kind of go with what happens. So I don't do it anymore. Um,
you're like me, you just kind of throw everything on the board and go, fuck it.
pretty much. So this is uh, okay.
Yeah.
uh, yeah. Okay. So Emery, Saoirse looks to Emery like, all right, are you ready?
He'll nod. He's a bit nervous. She can see that, but he's excited too.
So first things first, I need you to recite one of the uh 12 sagas of our tribe that I've been teaching you. So, so point, go. And I need you to just make a charisma expression roll. You don't have to, especially with the way that your voice is, you do not have to role play this out.
Thank you.
So, which is
Um,
going to be
you said charisma, what?
charisma and expression.
So 3 and 1.
So
Do I
four
get
dice.
any, huh?
4 dice.
Okay, and do I get any extra anything?
Nope, because you don't have any pure breed.
Okay.
That would be the only thing that would add to it.
Oh God, I did it backwards because I'm ridiculous.
Oh, it's okay. Do it again.
Oh, mercy.
You forgot the space.
I'm done. I give up.
Here, I
I
got
got it.
you.
No, I got it. I just,
You got 3 successes,
there we go.
which is really good. Um, 3 successes is decent. So, Saoirse looks um pleased with the performance that Emery gives, with reciting and giving it a little bit of flair, as the Galliard should. So, his right is off to a very good start. Um, So it's like, okay, so that was she nods. That was good.
He's gonna give her a smile and a thumbs up because
So as part of being in our tribe, you have to be able to do a lot of things. Um, one second.
bless you.
Thanks. I was like, oh, that came on suddenly. Um, you got to be able to do a lot of things, including work with and deal with the Fae. So I'm gonna hand you off to mm, my son-in-law. His name is Finn. He is a fox puka, and he is going to assist you with the rest of your rite.
He'll nod.
Which already, she just kind of like hand waves. She knows he's married to a fae, but whatever. Um, this is just tradition. So so Finn shows up, and he's in his human form for right now. Um, and he uh he looks to Emery and smiles.
He'll smile and give him a little like wave.
He waves to him. Hello.
Hi,
Um, Finn.
Emery.
So the next thing that we have for you is well, just follow me. And he'll take Fox. Like so he just turns into this adorable fox. I think I actually have a picture of this fox. Okay, put that up.
This he'll follow.
Um Fitting that a Fiannakin is a fox puka, because fox is in Stag's brood. Like you don't get a spirit guide, you get a actual fox. Um, Finn's fox. Yeah, there it is. So Finn's fox. Um,
No, that's
so
adorable.
so he leads him to this structure. And there is something at the top that he has to get. Um Finn will like he can understand Finn as a fox, which because Finn has certain arts. Um
Okay,
and he'll say, so what you need to do is climb this rope, and there is an object top that you have to get. You have to do it in Hamid.
He he looks up and it kind of like takes a deep breath and goes, "Okay, that's high."
It is pretty high, yeah. And the rope look I mean, it's knotted all the way up, but uh yeah, it'll be it'll be interesting. So, to climb the rope is Dex Athletics.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
To climb the rope is Dex Athletics.
Okay, 5. Mm, that's 4, right?
Let me see. One, it's three
3.
because the one cancels out one of the successes. But so he begins to climb the rope pretty much with no problem. But then the rope begins to swing,
Oh, Jesus.
and it swings a bit violently. So
He is going to cling to this rope like it is the only thing keeping him alive because it pretty much is.
um so yeah, the rope begins to swing pretty violently. So I need you to make another Dex Athletics roll to hang on. Good job. 3 successes. So he manages to hang on and keep climbing. And he reaches the top. And at the top is a brick.
Okay.
And the brick says, like, there's a note on the brick. And it says, carry me. So it's not terribly heavy. His strength is.
But getting back down the rope with it is going to be a chore.
Uh huh. His strength is 3. So, um, so he has to grab the brick and carry it and get back down the rope with one hand.
Does he have to do it exactly that way?
He has to get back down via the rope. Yes.
Yes, but you didn't say how he had to carry it.
Nope, it just says carry me. So,
Okay.
however you choose.
This is where Emery being smart comes into play. He's going to take the brick and he's going to bundle up his shirt. Like, you know how when you were a kid, you used to flip your shirt around so that it made like a really weird halter top thing? Please tell me you remember this.
Hang on. What is he wanting to do?
He's going to carry it down, but they didn't say how he had to carry it.
Right.
So he's tucking it into his shirt and basically tying his shirt around it, like the bottom portion of his shirt,
Mm-hmm.
making like a little halter top, but it'll like tuck into his shirt and won't fall out.
Okay, so you are going to do this one-handed because you're hanging on to a rope. There is nowhere for you to go to do this.
Oh, okay. I understand. I apologize.
Like you're still hanging on to a rope. So
I apologize. I misunderstood. I thought he was like on top of the structure.
no, he
Okay.
just like he gets to the top and then there's a little shelf and there's a brick
Okay.
and it says carry me.
I misunderstood. My bad.
Okay.
Okay, so then he'll take the brick and hold it as best he can and shimmy his ass down down the rope and try not to fall. He's using his feet to hold onto the knots and then hand down and foot and hand down and feet, you know.
Okay, so
He's
this is going to be at an increased difficulty. Um, it is going to be Dex Athletics at
uh-huh.
difficulty 7.
Okay. So I do the slash R5 P10 and then
Just you just rolled the dice. Like you don't have to put in the difficulty. I'm just saying that the difficulty will be 7 when you're counting your successes.
there you
So one success.
go.
He is very slowly and carefully making his way down the rope. I need another Dex Athletics, same difficulty to hang on to the brick. One
Okay.
success again. So, okay, so Emery is slowly and carefully shimmying down this rope with one hand on the rope and one hand carrying the brick. Imagine he's got it like kind of tucked up under his arm.
Uh-huh.
And once again, when he gets partway down, the rope starts swinging again.
Oh, Jesus. Why do
So
you
I need another Dex Athletics roll, please.
Why do you want him to die, Lindsay?
I don't want him to die. This is a test of skill. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. One success if it's a difficulty 7. He's gonna bust his ass.
no, he does not. One success again. He is he is doing really well. So he manages to hang on to the brick, stay on the rope, even while it's violently swinging. One more Dex Athletics roll to see if he could get to the bottom.
No success.
No, he got one.
Well, okay, one.
One success. So, very carefully, once again, he is making his way down the rope. One more Dex Athletics roll for hanging on to the brick.
I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, yay!
Fantastic. So Emery very carefully gets to the bottom, hanging on to the brick with the swinging, and he has passed his test of skill.
Yay.
Finn will motion to where he can place the brick.
he will put the brick there.
So Finn gives him a chance to breathe because I'm sure that he is a bit um
He is wondering what he did in life to deserve this.
and he'll Finn's fox face will look up to him and he'll say, "You have successfully passed the test of skill, which is the first was your test of wisdom, which was back there with Saoirse. This was your test of skill. We usually,
Um,
the Fianna require a demonstration of physical prowess, which isn't always in the most conventional ways, as you just saw."
he'll nod and um, he's looks a little shaken. He's just like not so big on heights.
But you passed, and you should be proud of that.
He'll nod. Oh, I am proud. Just don't make me do it again.
So he chuckles a fox chuckle, um, and leads him to the next test.
Okay.
So the next thing is he goes to a place, and they're still in the Tellurian. Um they're doing this around the lake, by the way.
Okay.
So um so he like he trots for a little bit with Emery following behind him. And he like goes to this place, um and he retrieves something. And he tells Emery, so this he holds up a it looks like a is a red stone.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it in his mouth and he holds it up like, you have to get this from me. And I will let you choose how to get it. You can either just attempt to take it from me. You can engage in a riddle contest, or you can convince me to hand it over. This is a fetish called a blood jewel. It is a Fiona fetish, and you have to get it from me.
he um he nods and he kind of tilts his head and he says, "How long do I have to decide how I'm going to get it from you.
He shrugs. As long as it takes for you to decide, we've got all the time in the world.
He nods and he says, okay. And he just kind of sits down for a moment, just like analyzing the situation. Um, and while he's sitting, he kind of like drums his fingers, like if he had had a tablet in front of him, he'd be tapping on it because you know how he is about that stuff. And he looks at Finn and smiles and said, "I haven't decided how I'm going to get it yet."
He nods.
And he smiles and blushes. Says, "Normally, when I'm trying to think of things to do that are complicated for me, when I have to decide like outside of my norm how I would do something, I usually have art." And he lets me scratch it.
So at the mention of scratches, Ben contemplates. Like, so are you saying that you're nervous right now?
Yeah, I'm afraid that I'm not going to do this right and that I'm going to be the only person in like the history of ever to fail my right.
Oh nah. That's not a thing. Many have failed the first time. But
He'll nod.
so make me a charisma empathy roll. Um and your difficulty is 5 because it's
Yeah,
against his willpower. So just roll 5 dice.
I know. Yeah, I just had to get my thing and see how many I got. 4 successes, cancel out one, so 3.
5, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4.
Oh, 4. Okay.
Yeah. Only ones cancel out successes.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
So, yeah. Only ones cancel out successes. So you got 4 successes.
Okay.
So Finn is damn convinced that you're really nervous and just wants to scratch him. So he is um he is he comes over and plops himself in Emery's lap.
He'll smile and he'll say thank you and start scratching. And like his face is one of consternation. Like he is really thinking about things while he scratches. And after a moment, he reaches around and reaches for the stone and tries to pull it out of his mouth.
So make me a since you're trying to do this sneakily, um do make me a dex stealth roll.
3. Where's my stuff?
4 dice.
Thank you.
And then I'll make his perception alertness.
What is my
3 is 6. So 3 successes. Against 3 successes. However, you are the defender, so the defender wins. So you manage to, like, Finn is all into these scritches. He's very relaxed. So he kind of opens his mouth a little bit, and Emery notices the stones start to fall out. So he carefully reaches around and lets that stone just fall into his hand.
Yay! Sneaky bastard.
And that was your test of luck.
Huh? What?
So that was your test of luck. You lucky bastard. It was great. So you get the stone.
I cannot believe he fell for that. Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh my god. Okay. Bless. So he's gonna hold up the stone and smile at Finn and just say, "Got it."
So Finn, like, kind of puts his head between his paws, like, oh, I can't believe, like, oh, I fell for your antics. So, but he chitters at him like he's proud of him for outsmarting him. Um, that was a very clever way that you did that. Like,
And then he's like, "Bitch, I know."
so so you're about to enter the final phase of your rite of passage. This I can't go with you. This you must do by yourself. You will be communing with Stag or a representative of him. And I will send you to Liam for the final phase. You will go to the Cairn Heart, and he is there waiting. And you'll take the stone with you. It's important.
He'll nod and give him one more good scratch.
Yeah, he melts at that, like, yes. Oh yes. Like the look on the face in the picture is the look on his face right now.
And then he'll get up and he'll walk to the Cairn Heart and
Okay.
look for him.
So Liam is waiting for him. And he's standing there with his his arms, like, not really, kind of not really folded, but just kind of, I don't know. He's got, like, his hands in front of him, and
Like across his chest almost.
yeah. And he cracks a little bit of a smile when he sees Emery. He says, "So, I see that you've passed your tests."
He'll nod and hold up the stone and smile and say, "I outfoxed the fox."
I'm impressed. That's kind of hard to do. Wow. He nods. Finn is Finn is good. Um, I'll
Yeah.
ask how did you do that? How did you outfox him?
He smiles and shrugs and goes, I sat down on the ground and told him I was nervous and that when I'm nervous I like to scratch my dog, or well, my husband. And he came over and sat in my lap and I scratched him until it fell out of his mouth and I grabbed it.
Liam cracks the fuck up. I can't believe he fell for that. Wow. You must have been really convincing.
It helps that I am actually kind of nervous.
Ah, as you should be. It's a big deal, but you're doing well. Very well so far. Uh, which leads me to believe that I believe we made the right choice in claiming you. And he like claps his shoulder.
He'll smile.
Now here is a big, a big part. This is the final part before you're finished. And you I need you to strip down. And he'll notice that beside Liam is a bowl with blue paint in it.
He kind of smiles and looks at Liam and goes, do I get to be naked and do Braveheart face?
Pretty much. I
He is out of his clothes pretty quickly at the idea of being naked with a Braveheart face.
So he very carefully and meticulously paints runes on his body with the blue woad. Um most of their symbols of like rebirth and growth and all of those wonderful things that comes with being a Fianna. Um and yes, he gets them on his face as well.
Yes.
Um
So again, I secretly think Emery should have been a rag.
it's fine.
Oh, sorry, continue.
Galliards are passionate and like get excited about this stuff too, believe me. So but yeah, so it takes a little bit, but he very meticulously, carefully paints him up, and he's like, okay, so here's the thing. Now you're going to cast that stone into the waters of the Cairn Heart, which the Cairn Heart is in water at the lake.
Yeah.
If the Cairn accepts your sacrifice, then a portal will be opened to what we call the other world, which is it's in the Umbra, but it's farther than where you've been before. And there you will be greeted by either Stag himself or one of his brood. And you will commune with Stag or an aspect of him. And if and you will do whatever he asks of you to prove yourself worthy. And when you are finished, you will come out right back here.
He nods.
So
And then kind of looks scared for a second and goes, and he looks at Liam and says, he's not going to ask me to like Abraham, my kid, is he?
nay.
Okay, we're good then. So he takes the stone and tosses it in.
And the stone plops into the water, sinks in, and Emery can see the water ripple. And there's like this feeling, like this ethereal feeling. And He sees like not really the water open, but you know how like the reflection will change.
Yeah.
So the water ripples and the reflection changes, and he can see to the other side from the water.
Okay.
And he has the feeling that he's got to like submerge himself in there.
He'll take a deep breath and move forward.
Okay. And he submerges himself in the water.
Yep.
So for a moment, he's in the water, and then all of a sudden, he's not.
Okay.
Like, he feels himself make contact. And when he opens his eyes, he finds himself in like this really lush forest area.
Okay.
Like, this is not this is not the near umbra. This is not the umbral reflection of the sept. This is something totally different.
Okay.
Um, and in the not so far distance, he does see. Oh God, come here. See, 1 second.
Did you lose your place?
I'm picture because I suck in prayer. Um, I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of need this picture. So in the not so far distance, he does see Stag.
Ooh. He kind of just looks at it in awe.
So and Stag is big.
I would
Like this
assume
is the biggest deer he's ever seen in his life, if he's ever even seen a deer.
he has never seen a deer.
Okay, well this deer is big. This is a big stag. Um, he's a hunter's dream.
Okay.
uh, so he comes over to Emery and he touches noses with him. He like leans down to touch Emery's nose with his. That's how big he is.
Henry is not a short man.
I know he is not.
Holy Moses. He's um shocked. Shocked is a good word for what he is feeling.
So Emery will notice that the paint stayed on him, even though he was submerged in water.
Okay.
And he also is noticing his spirit heritage, um, which at 3 dots is very like he has like kind of his skin appears feathery like, um, of that of a falcon,
Yeah.
and his nails will kind of curl slightly to resemble the falcon talons. A stag tilts his head curiously, and he says to Emery, "You have been accepted by falcon in your spirit, but yet you are questing for the Fianna. Tell me, child, what makes you want to be one of my children?"
He he kind of tilts his head a little bit, like because he's really thinking about it, even though he's thought about it probably a million times over. Um, and he takes a deep breath before he speaks, just so that he can make sure his voice is clear, which obviously mine is not.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Okay.
says, I want a tribe that's going to help me be a better person, be a better man, a tribe that's going to help me show what I can do for them, to help my family, to help them, to help the sept, the community, someplace that I can grow and that I know that my son will be safe.
You have definitely come to the right place for that. I see that you have made it this far, so you have passed the tests.
He'll nod. He takes a deep breath again and he says, I faced a couple of fears getting here.
You did. What were they?
Um, not being good enough. This constant feeling that I'm a failure, that no matter how hard I try, I'll never amount to anything that anybody expects of me. And heights.
Stag touches his nose to Emery's again. You have one final thing to do before you will be fully accepted into the tribe, but I assure you, you are worthy.
He smiles.
This final test will be a test of loyalty. There is a young kinfolk in trouble, and I need you to rescue her.
He nods.
He points in the direction where she is. She's in the realm. I don't have many details except something brought her here. Maybe something that you need to kill, or you may just need to free her from whatever bonds that hold her. I do not know. Just need to bring her back to me alive. I'll be waiting right here for you.
He chews his lip and nods and looks in the direction that Stag motioned.
You are allowed to use whatever form you wish, your natural weapons, and any other weapons you might be able to find around. I'm sure there are some.
He he nods and he decides to shift into Lupus to smell her out, see if that helps. If he can scent her down. which he has never really done before, so it's probably not the best idea. And he takes off.
So even though like he isn't entirely sure where to go, he just kind of feels pulled in this direction. Like as long as he concentrates, he can figure out where he needs to go.
Okay. Well, he is concentrating like he has never concentrated on anything before. Do I need to roll?
Um perception alertness.
So for what is my
You're in lupus, so it's a -2, so diff 4. 2, 3. So 3 successes. So yeah. Now also a wit survival to accurately track. And I haven't officially changed the Cairn totem over yet, so you get an extra dot of survival and a -1 difficulty. So you get 5 dice at diff 5. Oh no, she dropped.
Okay, I'm sorry it kicked me out.
It's okay. It's fine. Okay, so with survival, so 5 dice at diff 5.
5 times 5.
5, 5 dice. Roll 5 dice, and your difficulty is 5.
Um, 2 successes, I think.
Yep, 2 successes. So you accurately track where you need to go.
Okay.
Um, so you wander for a little bit, and it takes uh, it takes a little while to get there. Um, you just go through this forest, and it is a very lush forest. It is green, in full bloom of spring. It is just absolutely beautiful. Probably nothing like Emery has ever seen in his life. Uh,
Okay.
he comes over a ridge and sees a clearing area with a waterfall.
Okay.
1 second, I'll have an image for you. So that's what the clearing looks like.
Oh, pretty.
In the water, there looks to be this object. You're not entirely sure what it is, but there is indeed a young woman strapped to it.
Okay.
And for what purpose, you have no idea. It's not clear why. There doesn't appear to be anything around. So, how would Emery like to go about trying to get to her?
Um, First he kind of looks around to see if he can sense any danger.
Um, roll me a perception primal urge.
Um, I think one. Not sure. Sorry. Did I lose you again?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay,
Okay.
so one success.
Yeah.
So Emery does of something's watching, but you don't know what or where.
Okay.
But there is something watching.
Um, so because he can feel something watching, he is on high alert, obviously, just in
Mhm.
case it comes for him.
Yes.
But he starts walking towards her slowly, making his way to the towards where she's tied up.
Okay.
And I guess when he gets there, he'll sniff around her to make sure, like to see if he can sense any traps or anything like that. So perception again.
Yep. Perception alertness.
Three successes. Four successes. I can't remember.
That is 4 successes.
Thank you. I couldn't remember what my difficulty was.
Yeah, you're still in lupus, so it's diff 4.
Okay.
So with 4 successes, there doesn't appear to be any traps.
Okay.
He it looks like that he'll just be able to swim right over to her, and then when you get there, I'll describe how she's her state.
Okay.
Is he gonna swim in lupus?
Yeah.
Okay. Dex athletics. So at in lupus, you are a +2 on your dexterity, so it's 5 dice. And then your athletics is 2, so 7.
Yep. Dang. Look at all those successes.
Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. He easily, like, so easily and gracefully swims. Like, wow.
It ain't no doggy paddle.
No, that is some graceful fucking swimming from this lupus. Right on over to her. And here's what she looks like, but she does not appear to be conscious at the moment.
Okay.
So she is on a plank,
Mm-hmm.
anchored, um, and she is chained to it via shackles and chains.
Okay. He's going to shift back because this looks like something he'll need his hands for.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to look for a, a lock or a break in the chain. So perception.
Uh,
And
yeah. Um, actually, uh, I'll give you perception alertness because you don't have larceny. So we'll just go with perception alertness.
I didn't think he'd need it.
You never know.
I know, now I do.
Perception larceny situation to look for any, like, when you're trying to find breaks, weaknesses in these types of things, it would be, yeah.
Oh, that is a horrible roll. One success.
One success. So you look over these chains and these shackles, and they look pretty solid. There's not really much weakness to them. In order to break these chains, it's going to take a lot of force. So he's pretty sure that is not going to work in Hamid.
No, especially if he can't find anything for any sort of torsion.
Not in the middle of the lake.
No.
Mm-mm. And she's pretty out, so you won't have her struggling or anything like that. Um, which probably a good thing.
Yeah. Um, he's gonna try to see what the plank is anchored with. Because you said she was chained up, but you didn't specify what if it was a chain or a rope anchoring the plank.
Oh, a chain.
Okay. All right.
Sorry. Yeah, chain. All chains.
Okay.
It's long too, so it's pretty thick.
Hmm. Can he slide her out?
No, he could. He's gonna have to break. He's gonna have to break a chain, like whether that be the chain that's anchoring the plank, and he can get her to land that way, or the chains that are binding her to the plank.
He's gonna try the one that's anchoring the plank first.
Okay. And what form is he going to be in?
He's he's in Hamid right now because it seems like he was gonna need his hands to grasp.
Mm-hmm. But he also knows, looking at that, there is no possible way he's going to break that in Hamid.
Oh wait, can he break it in Kranos?
Yeah, he could possibly break it in Kratos. Yes.
Okay, so he's gonna shift to Kranos.
Okay. Um. So he will take the time to shift to Kratos,
Yeah,
and he gets to Kratos. His strength is 6.
I'm
So
sorry.
I need a strength athletics roll.
Strength, athletics. That's 5.
That is 8, because plus 3 is Kratos.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think.
Cross your fingers.
1 second. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that. It might actually be a plus 4. I think it's actually a plus 4. Let me double check that really quick. 1 second. I sent that to there earlier because I forgot to, but I said that I would do your form stats for you, and I forgot to do it. So I have to look it up because I don't have it memorized. Kranos is strength. Yeah, it's plus 4, so you actually have 9 dice.
Okay, cross your fingers. Oh no.
Yeah, nothing happens. So he grasps. Maybe because he's just not.
He's
He's
a
not as
fighter.
he's not as dexterous. Like he's not as well versed in Krynos and using his Krynos hands. Um, he tugs at this chain on this anchor, and he doesn't even budge the anchor. Like it just, which being in water and all that kind of makes it a little bit more resistant. But um, so he on this try he does not get it. Um, he can try again if he would
He is,
like.
he is going to try again. He is going to take a deep breath and center himself and try again. A little better.
2, 3, 4, 6, 2 successes.
Uh, he is
So
he is good.
he pulls on this chain The anchor budges a little bit, but there doesn't appear to be any give to this chain. And this is just not working.
He's frustrated.
And she begins to stir a little bit. And she starts like kind of whimpering. And kind of moving her head. Does he want to try again on the chain?
Yeah, he'll try one more time. Come on, Discord, love me. I give up.
1, 2, 3. So this time the chain gives a bit more. He can hear a pop. Like maybe if he tries just a little bit harder, he can get it to completely break.
All right, well, let's try. He feels like this is futile, but he's gonna try one more time.
3 more successes. So he hears this louder pop and he feels the plank, the chain break, and half of the chain falls to the floor of the lake. The other breaks free and lets the plank loose.
Sweet baby Jesus.
And now he has this kind of leash to guide the plank to shore.
Yep, he is gonna take that and hold it in his mouth because he can in that form and start swimming back. So, strength athletics or
Dex athletics.
dex?
He gets a if Krynos is a +1, so 6 dice.
Not so graceful on his way back. Is it wrong that I want to go back to that one roll and just use that for everything?
Okay, so 1 success. So Krynos is bulky. It's hard to walk in water and drag a plank carrying another person. But it's slow, but he manages to get to shore. Um, give me give me a strength athletics to see how well you pull the plank up on the shore and get yourself out of the water. So 9 dice.
I just give up. Sorry. So
1 success.
yeah.
So I mean he gets there, but again it's he's probably getting tired and yeah, but he gets the plank up onto the shore and himself. Imagine he collapses just a little bit. Like, oh my
Probably.
and she begins to stir a little bit more. He sees her eyes flutter open.
He is, because he's tired, he is probably going to relax back into Hamid because that's an easier form for him to hold.
Fantastic.
He doesn't have to concentrate so hard on it.
Exactly. So, um, her eyes flutter open, and then, like, as soon as she realizes something's happened, she starts to move and notices she's restrained. So she goes into this kind of panic.
Um, he's gonna kind of to her so that she can see him, and he's gonna try to calm her down. You know, hey, calm down. You know, it's not. I'm gonna get you out of.
Who are you?
Um, my name's Emery.
What's going on? Why can't I move?
You're chained to a board.
Uh, She she's like shakes her head like, no, no, no. What? Why?
I have no clue. I was just sent by Stag to get you out of here.
By Stag. My my dad said we were going on a trip. She like there are tears streaming down her face, and she's like, she tries like once she realizes that she can't move, she struggles for a minute longer and then doesn't because ow that hurts. There are just tears streaming down her face. She's like, I don't understand.
He um he wipes away her tears with his fingers, just trying to be a comfort. And he's like, I don't completely understand either, but I'm gonna get you out of here, okay?
Okay.
Um, I can't break the chains on the board, so I'm gonna have to drag you on it. It
He nods.
it's gonna take a while, so let me know if you need to stop or if you need water or anything. And he picks up the chain and he starts to pull as best he can.
Strength athletics, please.
So 4 successes, I think.
Damn, you better rolls in Hamid than you were getting in Krynos.
Not if I know.
That's wow. Okay. Yeah, Emery.
I probably should have kept him in Hamid. He probably would have broken
God, right? Jesus.
the Oh my god. Keep going. So I guess he's just gonna pull.
So yeah, he pulls for a little bit and then uh hang on. And then um someone appears right in front of him.
A what?
Someone appears in front of him. he says, and he's a big guy. Uh, how tall is Emery?
6'3".
He's about as tall as Emery.
Okay.
Um, pretty built. And he tilts his head and he says, "Where do you think you're going?"
He he kind of holds himself up as tall as he can to make himself look bigger, and he he looks him straight in the eyes and says, "I'm taking her out of here."
Well, that's my daughter. You're not going anywhere with her.
Yeah, well, you kind of chained your daughter up in the middle of a lake, so I don't think that you get.
What I do with my daughter is my business.
And when it borders on abuse, it no longer becomes just your business.
She is mine. You let her
Don't
go.
care. He is, he is, he is not having this.
So, he
He is. Emery kind of gets uppity when it comes to kids being abused.
I know. So he attempts to shove Emery. Let me
Okay.
uh is yeah.
What do I need to roll?
Well, he only got one success. Dex athletics.
2. Got 2 successes.
So yeah, he attempts to shove Emery, and Emery's not going anywhere. His
No.
eyes widen a little, like his eyes widen slightly, like he really expected to just kind of bowl him over, and it didn't happen.
He's
If
got that daddy
make
rage.
me a let me try and think what's best to roll for this. It would be a perception. Go ahead and do perception alertness first.
2. Am I still at 6 or is it 5?
Um, 6 in the Hamid. So
Okay.
2 successes. There's this look in his eye that is just really off. There is something off about him.
Okay.
Like, now do a perception or an intelligence medicine, which is 5 dice for you.
Yep. 4. No, 3. Sorry.
3 successes. Something tells you that there is something that not only is there something off about him, but it could be a, a condition that isn't his fault. Like something is afflicting him that's causing him to do this.
Okay.
Does Emery know the rite of cleansing?
Um, no, he doesn't know that one.
Okay. Um, so let me think. So, but by not being able to shove Emery down, he does take pause and he takes a breath. Give me my daughter back.
No.
He growls.
Emery just kind of looks at him like, I understand that this isn't your fault, but I'm not giving her back.
He he hears something behind him.
Okay.
Um, so you don't have to make a roll. He can just like kind of turn slightly to see what's behind him.
Okay.
There are these little water spirits that have followed him. Um,
Should he
and
fight?
they kind of whisper to Emery, "Is there something that you need help with? We can sense that there's something wrong."
He doesn't take his eyes off the man in front of him because that just seems like a bad idea.
Uh huh.
But he'll nod his head and tell them there's something affecting him that's making him crazy.
Well, that's no good.
He'll nod, not good at all.
Maybe we can try cleansing him. Do you want us to do that?
Please, that would be helpful.
So the little water spirits go over to the man, and you see them basically like, you know how when you throw a water balloon at somebody and it lands on them and makes that splash?
Yeah.
Essentially what the water spirits do. They just kind of splash him. Like just
Okay.
they look like water balloons that have just splashed on him. And he uh he starts like he gets this scrunched up pain face, like he's burning from the inside. And then he drops to his knees, and Emery sees this thing, kind of black and inky, come up out of him. Like he was, and it takes a bit of a form. Has Emery seen a Bane before?
Nope.
Okay. So there's just this thing that has come up out of this man, and he screams until it's completely out of him, and then he looks at Emery wide-eyed and looks over at his daughter even wider-eyed. He shakes his head. What happened? And he drops
Emery,
his accent too. You'll notice he's not speaking an accent anymore either.
oh, he'll, Emery will look at him. You kind of went all googly eyed and tied your daughter on a board in the middle of the lake.
Well, why would I do that?
He'll, uh, he'll shrug, no clue. All I know is that the water spirits hit you with a water balloon and some black thing came out of you. Pretty sure that that was a bane. I've read about them.
But the Bane hasn't gone anywhere. It's just kind of looking at Emery like, what did you do to me?
Like this thing here. He kind of motions to it.
So, um, it's it's initiative time.
Yay.
So he goes over to his daughter, and she starts like not really like he's like all kind of panicked and unsure of what to do. He looks at the shackles and he checks his pockets. There's fucking keys in there. So he gets her out of the shackles and gets like off to the side. He doesn't leave Emery's sight because um he wants to talk to him when this thing is over.
Yeah.
So, but he gets him and her off to the side. So, uh,
Perception.
roll your initiative, which is 1d10, um, and the sum of your uh, dex plus wits. So yours
Six.
would be a d10 plus 3 or plus 6. Uh,
So seven.
so roll 1d10 and then it's plus 6. Wow. So 15.
Woot.
So you go before the Bane. Um,
Okay.
so Emery 15, Dane 9. So what are you gonna do?
Um, I have no clue. He is not a fighter. Um,
Something in his head tells him that he probably shouldn't do this in Hamid.
um, he will then shift to uh, he'll shift to Lucas because it's got teeth at least.
His bow would be better.
Huh?
Out of character, his bow's the better form for fighting.
Okay, then he'll shift to that.
Okay. Because your bite diff is at a -1. Um so okay, so he'll shift to his bow. I'm assuming rage shifting because that's an instant shift. So
Yeah.
you spend 1 rage for that. And are you going to spend any rage for extra action?
Um, I can.
You can spend up to 2 for that.
I'll spend one for now because I only have four.
Okay. So 1 rage for extra actions, 1 for you have 5 because you get 1 for entering combat. Um, so you're down to 3, and so are you going to attack it with your teeth?
Yes, ma'am.
Dex Brawl. Uh, at difficulty 5.
Oh,
Hispo, you get a +2 on your dexterity. So 5, 6 dice.
7. Did you say 7?
6.
6. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Ugh.
1 success.
Yeah.
So you roll your strength plus 2.
Strength +2.
Yep. So roll me 8 dice for damage. One, two, three, four, 5 ag. Ones don't count for damage and soak. The vein soaks 3 of it. So you deal 2 aggravated damage with your teeth. Now, veins have acidic blood. So I need you to roll me your stamina, which is +3. So 5. 5 dice.
Oh, that was wrong. Sorry, my bad.
That's okay. Just roll 4 more.
I was
That
just gonna
success.
5.
Okay, fine too.
Can I already have it typed out?
Okay. So you managed to not take any damage from the acidic blood. It hurts, but it doesn't damage you. And you deal 2 aggravated damage to the bane, which kind of pisses it off. So it is going to attack. Banes have pretty nasty teeth. It is going to maneuver its body and attempt to bite. Uh, with 2 successes. And one, I need you to soak 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm sorry.
So roll your stamina to soak 4 aggravated damage.
So 4 dice.
Roll 5 dice.
All right. I'm getting tired.
It's okay. I know. I'm trying. Oh, good job. You soaked 2 of it. So you take 2 damage. You take 2 aggravated damage. So you take another rage. So you're back up to 4 rage, and it is your rage action. So you're gonna get 2 attacks in a row. But imagine Emery is kind of mad now. So roll your Dex Brawl to bite it again if you'd like to bite it. At diff 5. 6 dice. One success again. So
Poor Emery.
8 dice for damage. One, two, three. 3. And how many? 4. It soaks 1. So you do 2 more. So it is up to. How many did you do the first time?
2 damage the first time.
Okay, so it's up to 4. And now we're back at the top of the round. So you get another action, and are you going to spend another rage for another action?
Um, yeah, I guess.
Okay. So, doing this out of character, doing this a little bit for you so that you understand how combat works on a one-on-one setting. It's easier to learn one-on-one than it is in a big group. So, um, another dex brawl. Oh, wait. First, I need you to roll your stamina from the last round. So roll 5. Every time you bite it, you have to roll stamina. You just need 1 success though. So, you got it. Okay, now roll your 6 dice for dex brawl. 1, 2, 2 successes this time. So 9 dice for damage. 1, 2, 3. 3 more aggravated damage. See if it'll soak it. It soaks 2. So it takes 1 more.
5.
Roll your 5 dice for stamina. Got it. So it hurts to bite this bane, but you're not like you're not suffering for it, so you're able to power through it. Like if I just keep biting it, it'll eventually die.
Yeah.
So now it's going to attack. 2 successes, which is what I had gotten last time, I believe. Yep. Okay. So 7. 4. Roll me your stamina, please.
2, right? No.
5. 5 dice.
I'll get it one day.
Okay. And you soak 3 of it.
Damage total.
Your total is 3,
Yeah.
and its total is 5. So we are at your rage action. Which I won't apply any wound penalties for the rage action, but at the top of the round you'll have a wound penalty for being on 3 damage. So, which I'll explain that when we get there. For now, unless you kill it on this round, on this action. So roll your 6 dice. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 10 dice for damage now.
Why is the higher I go, the
That is
worse?
crazy. So just 2.
Why is it that the higher I go with dice, the worse
I
my
don't know. And it soaks it. It soaks both of it. So roll your stamina. Discord sometimes really, really sucks. Okay, you're good.
I'm just gonna roll in smaller batches from now on.
It
Can I
doesn't
do
work. No, it doesn't work that way. Hey, so we are now at the top of the round. So you have a -1 penalty, a -1 die penalty on your rolls for being at 3 health levels of damage. So you can do two things. You can subtract 1 die from your rolls, or you can spend willpower to ignore wound penalties for the round, which includes your rage action if you spend rage.
I'm
So
just
this is where it's beneficial to spend more than 1 rage. You can spend 2.
okay. So then I'll spend 2 rage and I guess a
And
willpower.
okay. Um
So roll 6 again.
yep.
God damn.
Oh wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 6 successes. So
Please tell me he dies.
so I need you to roll let's see. Strength 14 dice for damage.
Cross your fingers, Lindsay.
I'm crossing my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's dead even if it soaks 4. So I need you to tell me how you kill this thing.
He tears that son bitch's throat out.
Yes.
I don't know if it has a throat, but that's what he did.
Like wherever he thinks the throat is, that's where yeah. So
He disembowels it.
it so what happens is like Emery just kind of lunges at this thing and rips it completely apart, and it kind of just dissipates. I do need you to roll your stamina one more time for the acid blood. Um
And there's my 1 success.
and you're good. No, you got 3. Um
But he said I only needed 1.
right. So yeah, you got it. So it what happens is that it just kind of explodes and dissipates, and the acid kind of sizzling in the ground. Um, but the realm kind of cleanses itself of the presence that didn't belong there. Um, so yeah, and the combat is over, and he has 2 kinfolk. Or at least he thinks that he has kinfolk. Um,
And he didn't die.
nope.
He was terrified he was going to leave poor Coda an orphan. Oh my gosh. So he'll relax back to Hamid because apparently he does better with strength things than Hamid. And I would assume he's kind of tired.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He would be tired. So
And
he the man is just hugging his daughter, um and like apologizing to her for everything, and like holding her because that was scary. um and he looks to Emery very, very gratefully. Thank you.
no problem. Um, Follow me. And he'll start walking back the way they came.
So yeah, they walk, they get to Stag. Stag is waiting for them.
Um, he's gonna bow because it feels right.
So, Stag, like, he accepts Emery's, gesture of submission. And so what Stag does is he steps forward and basically gives him the equivalent of a hug of what a deer would give a person, just kind of like laying his head over him. And and when
Folding
he's
his arms around his neck.
yeah. So like and then when he does that he just kind of pulls him up to his feet. Um which and he gets like this feeling of warmth and comfort and family and just like acceptance.
Okay.
Um, and Stag will look to Emery and say, "You performed your task very well, and you brought me back too."
He'll smile. He'll smile and go, I'm kind of an overachiever.
You have proved your loyalty to the tribe, and you appeared to think before you acted, saving not just one but two kinfolk of our tribe. I will make sure that they get home safely. And you are now accepted as one of my children.
He
You may
smiles.
return home.
He gives him a grateful smile. Um I guess heads towards home.
So yeah, he goes back out the way he came, and um, Liam and Saoirse are both waiting for him, and Finn too. All three of them are there. I'm only gonna put up two of their overlays, Liam and Saoirse.
He's he is gonna flop on the ground when he gets back.
So Saoirse laughs
He's
when he does that, and she uh, and she looks to him and she's like, I did that exact same thing when I came back out the water from my rite of passage.
he he smiles and he looks down at where he had gotten bit by the bane, where he had the injury, and goes, I got hurt.
Oh, oh, you poor thing.
He kind of makes a pout. He goes, it went through my tattoo.
Oh no, we can't have that, can we? She'll break a guy's breath over him, healing him. How do you feel?
Better.
Good.
He's he's really big. That is I mean, I've never been around a deer before, but that was a big ass deer.
Oh, you got to see Sag himself, did you?
Yeah.
He must have been really curious about you. Not everybody gets Stag, some get Fox.
Well, I think because I tricked the fox, I needed something better.
That might, she nods. That might have something to do with it, So I take it since you're coming back out of there in one piece, alive and smiling, though you're tired, Stag approves of your membership to our tribe.
Yes.
Well done. Welcome to the Fiona.
He gets a big smile and he's not getting up off the ground. He's not expecting her pregnant but to come down to him.
Oh fuck no, she's
Pats
not.
her leg.
So Liam will come over and like Give him a hug. He will get down on the ground and give him a hug.
All the hugs.
And Saoirse will just come over and kind of squeeze his hand. Uh and I was like, all right, uh let's go celebrate. You can put your clothes back on.
He looks down and he goes, I forgot I was naked. There was a teenage girl in there and I was naked.
Liam and Saoirse both laugh so hard because they know how that feels like, and they're actually very pleased that Emery forgot, like that he just got so into it that he forgot, like that shows, yes, that he is in the right place.
Yeah,
So
his face is now like bright red. He goes, my dick was flopping around and there was a teenage girl. And
oh Lord, well, why don't you put your clothes on and we'll go drink.
yeah, he'll nod and get up and put his clothes back on.
Finn, like, as he's putting his clothes on, just kind of like pops up on him.
Uh,
Uh, Finn, the fox, he
he'll
comes up to
scratch,
him.
he's gonna scratch behind his ears and go, sorry, I tricked you, buddy.
Ah, it's all right. It was my duty as saying that, right? He looks up to Liam and Saoirse, and they're like, uh huh, yeah. Right. Had to help. Whatever.
And he goes, well, I'm guaranteeing that the next time you have somebody challenging for this, you're not gonna fall for that again. He finishes getting dressed and follows them.
And I believe with that, we can end the scene.
Yay.
So, thank you, player, for playing and being successful on your character's rite of passage. And thank you, watchers, for watching. We will see you next time. Goodbye.